is it about brothers and sisters? I mean, my brothers and I always get on fantastically well, provided none of us are in the same room, because then it just becomes a contest about who can be the most horrible. And it always involves some huge argument about... Actually, I'm never really sure what our arguments are about.
Take my brother Pete. Whenever we went surfing together, you could always bet that he'd choose the worst possible spot to go in.
Pete, what are you doing?
Going in?
I'm not blind, I can see that.
Then why ask?
Because this is a stupid place to go in. The waves are breaking so much better at the northern end.
So you go in at the north end?
Well, I will, but I'm meant to be looking after you.
I don't need looking after.
So doing this to deliberately annoy me.
I want to go in here.
And what if you get into trouble?
I won't.
And what if you do?
I won't.
Fine. If you drown, don't blame me.
Arguments with my little brother were always like that. He'd dig his heels in, then I'd get angry and stomp away like some irate 3-year-old. It was even worse with my other brothers.
Okay, 2 pizzas with the lot.
Cool. I thought we were getting a vegetarian. Why did you get Ben to ask me what type of pizza I wanted?
I asked him to ask if you wanted one with the lot.
That's not what you said.
Yeah, well.
No, it wasn't. If you said that, I would have said no. You asked me what type of pizza I wanted, and I said vegetarian.
It's no big deal, Bridget. Just eat the pizza.
No one asked you.
Just take the meat bits off and eat the rest.
Yeah, I'll eat a meat bit.
If I do that, there'll be hardly anything left. Why didn't you tell James I said vegetarian?
Forgot.
Well, is there any change?
No, I'll have to go home and get some.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. I was behaving like a spoiled child, and maybe I was. But this sort of thing happened all the time. It was like none of my brothers ever listened to anything. It drove me nuts. It was when we were out in the water, though, that the gloves really came off. We all competed furiously to get the best rides, and no one showed any mercy whatsoever.
Get off my wave, James! Oh, what a beauty!
They're gonna go so ballistic.
JC!
Come on.
What were you thinking? That was my way.
Garbage!
Are you kidding? You must have seen me. You shouldn't have dropped in on me.
Dropped in. I was on it before you.
You'd think being the one girl amongst 3 brothers, I'd have been given special treatment. Not a chance. As far as they were concerned, I was just another surf rat who had to fight for every wave I could get. That's how it was. Every day of every summer, for as long as I can remember. And at the end of each day, the competition continued as all 4 of us tried to claim victory for chalking up the day's best ride.
So if we weren't arguing, we were competing. And if we weren't competing, we were arguing. It was like the 4 of us were constantly at war with each other until something totally unexpected happened, and I got selected to come here to Solid Blue.
Congratulations!
For the first time in my entire life, my 3 brothers actually seemed to be happy for me. I couldn't believe it. Was this actually them?
Mum put you up to this, didn't she?
She did, but we do it anyway.
I knew this one, so...
Well done, sis.
Thanks, guys. After 16 years of battling in the trenches with these guys, it looked as if we'd finally made a truce, and no one was more surprised than me.
Bridget? Bridget, where are you? I'm in here.
Hey, Gary wants us down the beach. Surf's good, and he wants us out there before the wind changes.
Sure.
Is that from home?
Yeah. Can you believe my brothers say more to me in a page now than they've ever done in their entire lives?
It's weird, isn't it? My sisters are the same.
Really?
Ever since we moved out, we've become so much closer. They're really nice to me now.
Why is that?
Maybe you've got to get out of each other's hair in order to appreciate one another.
That I can understand, but they actually seem to be telling me that they like me. Why did they never do that when I was at home?
Well, did you tell them you like them?
Probably not.
Probably.
Definitely not. No, I never told them.
So, there you go. I never told my sisters either. I was too busy picking at their faults and ordering them around.
Well, I guess you and I have a lot more in common than I originally thought.
Yeah, nothing like some good old sibling rivalry, huh? So you coming down or what?
Yeah, I'll be down in a sec.
Okay.
We've got about an hour, I reckon, then it's really going to flatten out. Here's the conditions. Milk them for as long as you can. All right, go on. Get out there.
The more I thought about it, the more I realised that in many ways, I owed my place at Solid Blue to my brothers. No other competitors would ever be as tough as they were, and no rivalry would be as intense. Compared to a day in the water with them, this was easy street.
Was that swell?
We should check the radar and see if it'll be the same tomorrow.
Nah, there's a high pressure system coming through, so it's going to be flat as a tack for the next 2 days.
But what does that mean for us?
Oh, don't worry. I'll think of something.
Oh, we were afraid you were going to say that.
Bridget.
Yes.
You have a visitor.
Visitor?
Yes, he's waiting for you in the office. He's waiting in the office.
Don't jump to conclusions. It could be a bull terrier.
Could be a duck.
Oh, I don't think it's a duck.
It's a pity, I like ducks.
This is amazing. Why didn't you tell me you were coming?
We wanted it to be a surprise.
We?
Ben and I, we've been planning this for the last week.
Oh, Ben's here too. That's great. Where have you hidden him?
It's a bit of a story, actually. Listen, is there somewhere we can go?
Yeah, sure. Just let me put a shirt on and come meet everyone else. Hey guys, meet my big brother James. This is parachuted in without warning, as usual with my brothers.
Hi.
Hi. I'll be back in a sec.
Hey, man, Guy.
Pretty cute for a duck.
Oh, Cassie.
Sorry to intrude, just gonna drag Bridget off if that's all right.
Of course, we're always happy for families to drop in.
Hey, I hear you and your brothers are pretty keen surfers too.
Yeah, we try. However, Bridget's really set the standard getting into this place.
I bet you're all missing her.
Yeah, with no girl around, there's no one to pick on anymore.
You're not admitting to being a sexist household, are you, James?
Don't worry, Bridget gave out twice as much as what she got.
Why do I find that hard to disbelieve?
You're not telling any home secrets, are you, James?
Only how much you pick on your brothers.
Me? I'm the most victimised girl on the Sunshine Coast. I actually get a medal for what I went through.
I rest my case.
I don't know what he's talking about, but it's not true. Come on.
Sorry we couldn't provide any decent surf for you while you're here. It's pea soup for the rest of the week.
Oh, not to worry. It was nice meeting you all.
Yeah, you too, man.
Gary, I thought you said the surf was only going to be flat for a couple of days.
Just checked it then. This pressure system's going nowhere till the weekend. So what'll that mean for training? Oh, I feel some long-distance cross-country runs coming on.
Oh, it's good to know you're all so thrilled.
Okay, so what's the big occasion? And you haven't even told me where Ben is yet.
Ben's at home. He broke his ankle a couple of days ago.
What? How?
Bit of a skateboard accident.
Bit of an accident.
You know Ben, he has 2 speeds, fast and very fast.
What, so is he okay? Like, is there any permanent damage or anything?
Yeah, he'll be fine. I think the biggest damage was probably to Mum's nerves.
Okay, I still don't get it. You said you came down here with Ben to surprise me. What surprise?
We were in the finals for a competition, or at least we were until Ben's accident.
What type of competition?
Sort of a race.
Sort of, bit of. James, you are driving me mad with all these half answers. What are you doing down here and why have you come to see me?
Actually,
Yeah?
I was kind of hoping you'd help us out.
Ah, I knew it. I knew there had to be a catch. Help you out with what?
Tell you what, how about we walk back up to the car?
James.
Come on, it's not far from here.
Ah, it's gonna be a long afternoon.
Put these on,
What for?
so you can use this.
What is that? A skateboard on steroids?
It's designed so surfers can do the same sort of moves on it that they do out in the water.
And you want me to ride it?
That's the idea.
Do you mind if I ask why?
It'll all become clear soon enough.
Thought you might say that.
Your turn.
You want me to do that?
Just treat it like a surfboard, simple.
Okay. Easy enough.
All right, now let's try a few surf moves.
Like?
Like, just ride it exactly like you would out on the waves. Got it?
How do I stop if I lose it?
You won't.
What if I do?
You won't.
Thanks a lot.
Like you were born on it.
All right, so now we've established that. Do you mind telling me why we're here?
Do you know a new housing estate around here called Cherry Hill?
Yeah, what about it?
That's why we're doing this.
Sorry?
Let's go suss it out.
By the time we skated down Cherry Hill, I'd forgotten all about grilling James and why he was here. As soon as we got on those boards, it was like a red rag to a bull. Suddenly, I was back home again with a brother to compete against. And there was no way that I was going to let him be better at this than me, no matter how much of a head start he had.
Little sister, you actually tried to take me on, didn't you?
Of course! And you were expecting me to, weren't you?
Coming south of the border hasn't made you any less smart, has it?
So, now do you want to tell me what this is all about and what you're really doing here?
A few of the surf clubs along the east coast have decided to have a bit of fun and organise a fundraiser at the same time. So, we've held a few race meetings and we've whittled it down to the last 4 teams.
Using these boards?
Exactly.
And you and Ben are one of the finalists?
We were, until he broke his ankle.
Falling off one of these?
Without protective gear on and going way too fast, I could have thumped him.
Poor Ben. He must be so angry at missing the final.
And then some.
So, let me guess. You've come down here to ask me to compete in the finals.
Is it that obvious?
That's what this whole demo's been about, isn't it? You knew I'd get sucked in and try to compete at your level.
To be honest, I didn't exactly know, but I was kind of hoping.
I bet you were.
So what do you say?
James, I've been on one of these boards once. There is no way that I can compete in a final.
Yes, you can. You're a top surfer and you're good at skateboarding. A little bit more practice and you'll have it nailed.
I don't even know the course.
Yes, you do. You've just done it.
That's the course.
That's why I'm down here. The Blue Water Beach Club is hosting the event. It's set out perfectly for you.
At this point, any sensible person would have said no way and bailed out straight away. But James was my brother, and for the first time I could ever remember, he was actually asking me nicely. And to my surprise, I was really enjoying seeing him again. For all that though, there were still a couple of obvious questions that refused to go away.
So, if you and Ben won the heat, then won't they object if there's someone else on your team in the final?
Ben was entered as B. Sanchez. B stands for Bridget too.
And they'll buy that?
I checked the rules, and as long as there's a B. Sanchez, it's legit.
So what do you get if you win?
$5,000 to the club of the winner, $2,000 to second, and $1,000 to third.
Now I can see why you're keen.
So it's a deal then? You'll do it?
There's just one small problem.
Which is?
I signed a contract with Solar Blue and I can't compete in anything unless they approve.
You think they'll give you permission?
I guess we'll just have to ask.
No way. Sorry, Bridget, it's not possible.
Why not?
Well, what if it was your ankle that got broken?
I'll be wearing padding and a helmet. I'm sure that it will be safe.
Unfortunately, our insurance doesn't cover non-surfing competition.
And I've looked at that. I can get a one-off policy for the day that I'm sure my parents will pay for.
Bridget, you've got to think of the worst case scenario. I mean, if you injure yourself, it could seriously impact on the end of the year.
I could just as easily fall and hurt my ankle in a cross-country run or get hit by my board while we're surfing. It's no more dangerous than anything we do in normal training. Look, my brother's out the front. Why don't I get him to show you? See, it's really pretty tame, isn't it?
These aren't exactly race conditions, though.
And we haven't even seen the actual course yet.
Oh, it's easy. James and I went down it earlier.
You've already skated down the course.
Oh, we have once, and it was really gentle, though. It's really easy.
What do you think? Nothing much to get worried about, is there?
Why don't I make us some drinks while we discuss this inside?
cross jokes and you'll be there. Come on, girls, pick it up for the last 10 metres. Coming in. It's a dead heat.
What? Can't have been that close.
Was from where I'm standing.
You're just too chicken to make a decision.
A little bit of that too.
So you coming in or what?
No, I'm a bit too busy thinking, actually.
Oh, tell us another one.
No, but seriously, we have to figure out a way of talking Gary out of giving us these training runs.
So have you thought of anything yet?
I was actually hoping that you guys had.
You are so pathetic. Yeah, give us a hand out. Yeah, me too.
What am I, some kind of draft horse? All right, ready? 1, 2...
3.
What the? That was so unfair! 2 on 1.
Oh, didn't you know? Cold water helps you think. See how many laps it takes to give you an idea.
What if we all came down with colds? Gary wouldn't make us run cross-country if we couldn't breathe properly.
Well, it's a bit of a coincidence, all of us getting sick at the same time, though.
Or we could vary it up a bit. Some of us could have hay fever.
Wrong time of the year.
Oh, you're not being overly helpful, Charlie.
Just accept it. We're not going to get out of this. He's already made his mind up.
Oh, check out these little doozies.
Oh, where did they come from?
Gary must have got them. You know, I've read about these. Apparently you can practice your surfing moves on dry land.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oi, why don't you say we take him out for a quick little tryout?
Well, do you think we should ask first?
See, the problem with asking is that people won't say no. If we just assume they're here for our use, then all moral dilemmas are solved instantly.
Haha, true. That's sneaky, but true.
What are we waiting for?
James went through the whole race procedure step by step. I have to admit he was pretty impressive. By the time he finished, I was sure both Beck and Gary couldn't fail to be convinced.
I'm sorry, James. I'm just not convinced.
Me neither, I'm afraid.
Really?
Look, maybe a couple of the details were a little bit sketchy. Why don't we go through it one more time?
This is seriously cool! Yeah, beats doing cross-country. Let's try for a bit more speed around the corner. Yep, go for it.
Are you okay? Oh, no!
G'day. Just thought we'd pop in and see the garage sale. Got some nice stuff.
So it would really help our local surf club if we could get a placing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Beck, I'll get that. Tell them how much it's worth.
Sure.
Look, James, I appreciate this, but... Is something wrong?
It's all right, Beck. There is no race.
What?
Mum's birthday's coming up, and we know the best surprise she'd want would be a get-together with the whole family.
Yes.
But she'd never come down because she doesn't want to disrupt Bridget's training, so we made up the idea of this race.
Which your mum thinks she's coming down to see.
Exactly, but she thinks it's me and my brother, not me and Bridget.
But hang on, isn't your brother at home with a broken ankle?
No, he's in the motel here watching TV.
Well, why not tell Bridget? Why keep her in the dark?
Because we wanted to make it a double surprise.
Hang on. Let me get this straight. Your mum thinks she's coming down to see a race with you and your brother. Bridget thinks she's going to be in a race if we agree to it. But she doesn't know your mum's coming down.
Right.
Oh, this is extremely confusing.
Not to mention very complicated.
We had to make it this complicated in order to keep them both fooled.
Right, I see.
I don't. But at least I know what's going on now. Kind of.
Sorry, I was going to tell you in your office this morning, but you called Bridget in before I could. I've been on the back foot ever since, making it up as I go.
Well, you're doing a very good job.
Beck? We may need to go for a little walk.
Where?
Down the road a bit.
What's the problem?
Seems Guy and Charlie have decided to drop in on one of the neighbours using James's boards.
I am so sorry, Mr. De Silva, and I can't tell you how happy I am that nothing was broken.
These two were extremely irresponsible. They could have been very seriously hurt.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
And you're very lucky I didn't call the police.
Far out, that's what I call a major accident.
Maybe we should help them.
I knew she'd say that.
What happened to the boards? You didn't smash them, did you?
Well, he...
No, I confiscated them.
What?
Well, these two need to be taught a very strong lesson. They can't just go taking over the road illegally.
But the boards don't belong to them. What about the comp?
Well...
It's all right, Bridget. I think we can suggest an idea here. Can't we, Beck?
Yes. Yes, we can.
Mr. De Silva, the boys don't actually own the boards. They belong to James here, who in no way whatsoever gave permission for these two to use them.
That's right. And if you confiscate the boards, you'll actually be punishing the wrong person.
But the boys have to understand the seriousness of their actions.
Couldn't agree more. Which is why I've been looking very closely at your garden.
My garden.
Yeah, well, it's nice to know that from now on it's going to be weeded, trimmed, lawns mowed, once a week, for 3 months.
You can guarantee that?
Oh, we can guarantee. Can't we, boys?
Yeah, I guess we can. Can't wait to get started.
Where's all the other competitors? I would have thought they'd be here by now.
They're here.
They're keeping a low profile. As the two skaters came down the hill, there was something about the way they moved that seemed vaguely familiar. James, what's going on? Who are these two?
Don't you recognize your own brother's styles when you see them?
Brothers? I don't believe it.
Hey, sis.
Hey, Bridget.
You're meant to have a broken ankle.
Don't believe everything he tells you.
Yeah, we thought you knew that by now.
Enough of all that. Here comes the guest of honor.
Bridget? Mum? What are you doing here? I thought you were at Bluewater Beach. This is Bluewater Beach. You said we were 100 kilometres from Bluewater Beach.
Looks like I got it wrong.
Surprise!
Oh, we got you good.
A year ago, if you'd asked me whether my brothers would ever go to so much trouble for me and Mum, I would have laughed out loud. Now the joke was on me, but I was happy that it was. How is it that simply being away from each other for 6 months could lead to such a huge change? Even after all this time apart though, the four of us soon found a way to get back into instant competition with each other.
Hey.
Here we go.
Into the water and the fool's out. That was not out. It was not. It landed there.
It went in.
You couldn't even see.
I was watching.
You were not. It did not hit the water on the full.
Ball.
Whoever gets to bat.
You're not batting.
All those warm and fuzzy feelings I'd recently had about my brothers soon went out the window once we started playing a game together. Just when you think everything's changed, you realise it's actually stayed the same.
I got it. I win.
In a funny sort of way though, there's something kind of nice about that.
When you live on top of each other like we do, you've really got to trust your friends. I mean, there's the basics, like trusting them, say, not to nick your stuff, and to do their share around the house. But it goes beyond that. If you want to stay friends, you have to trust them to do the right thing, by you and by everybody else in the house too. But what happens if they break that trust? Is that the end of the friendship?
I'm all set. So where do you want to go?
I was thinking maybe we could check out that nature park up in the hills.
Hey, guys, have you seen Charlie?
No, sorry, Lauren.
Oh, well, you can come with us if you like.
Yeah, just grab another bite.
Thanks, but I've lined up Bridget and Guy for a surf. I'll see you both later.
Okay.
Ciao.
Are you all set?
Yeah, let's roll.
You.
Race you to the gates.
Hey, I wasn't ready. Cheater. And the winner is moi. Thank you.
Fair go. You cheated.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't actually hear any rules when you sped off.
Well, I'm still registering an official protest.
Go ahead, sore loser.
See, you're like this guy here. Totally untrustworthy.
Really? Well, you're more like that guy over there.
What a koala. So you mean I'm cute and cuddly?
No, slow and dopey. All you do is eat and sleep. Hello.
Nice to meet you, Skippy.
Hello.
Hey, there's Charlie.
Oh, what's he doing here?
I don't know, same as us, I guess.
No one alone couldn't find him. Come, let's go over and surprise him.
Wait, hang on. He's already got company.
Who is that?
I don't know, they look pretty close, though. It's about time we got back for training anyway. Come on. Cassie. I know what's going through your head. But there could be a perfectly innocent explanation.
Then why is he being so secretive about it?
He wasn't being secretive.
Okay, up in the hills, away from everyone else.
Well, maybe it's an old friend or a family member.
Charlie comes from Western Australia. All his friends and family members are thousands of kilometres away.
Okay, but he's our friend, so we have to give him the benefit of the doubt.
And Lauren is our friend too.
Exactly. That's why we have to be careful we don't upset her for no reason.
No reason? He's making out with another girl behind her back.
We don't know that.
Come on, Adam, it is obvious.
Cassie, we can't say anything about this until we are completely certain. Okay?
Hey guys, how's the bike ride?
Yeah, it was okay.
What's up with you two?
Somebody die.
No, just a bit tired after the ride, that's all.
Hey Lauren, this is addressed to you.
Oh, yes, it's from my parents.
Looks like a care package.
Oh, yum, homemade jam.
Chocolate-coated macadamia nuts. How good is that?
Check out the size of this letter. My parents send me 5-word emails, but put a pen in their hand, and they go crazy.
Hey, Lauren, are you gonna open these?
Yeah, after dinner.
Come on, gang. We're doing something a little bit different for training this week. Meet me out the front ASAP.
Oh, at last, the Wanderer returns.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, just in time. We were about to leave without you.
Where have you been? I thought we were meant to go surfing.
Oh, sorry, I got a bit sidetracked.
Sidetracked? How?
Plenty of time to chat later. Jump in, Charlie. We've got to get moving.
So where are we going?
They're keeping it a mystery. We'll tell you this much. We're going to the lake.
The lake?
All right, everyone, grab a paddle and a life jacket.
Canoes? Why canoes?
Because it's tricky going canoeing without them.
And does anyone want to ask why we're canoeing?
Okay, why are we canoeing? There's a charity canoe race next week and Solar Blue is one of the sponsors. So we've entered 3 mixed teams.
Sounds like fun.
The better you do in this race, the more publicity for Solar Blue. So we need you to do well.
As an incentive, we're going to give you 2 points for competing, but if you finish in the top 3 positions, we'll double it.
Top 3?
Hang on, some of us have never been in a canoe race before.
Some of us have never been in a canoe.
I've always fancied myself as a bit of a canoeist. I reckon this could be my new calling in life.
you guys. Keep it up. Harder, faster.
Well, I don't think I'd be surprising anyone if I said that none of you are likely to make it to the next Olympics.
We thought we were doing brilliantly.
A little practice, that's all we need.
How about a lot more practice?
That's the idea.
But the problem is Gary and I have to go to a Solar Blue management conference for the next couple of days. So we won't be around to help you.
So how's that gonna work?
Well, we'll just have to trust you to turn up and do the training by yourselves.
Think you can handle it?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, and I'd just like to say that in Gary's absence, I'm quite happy to take over as head coach.
Hey.
Hey, Charlie, could you pass the sauce, please?
Sorry, what? Earth to Charlie. Pass the sauce. Oh. Sorry, I was somewhere else. Oh, excuse me a sec. Hey. No, it's fine. What's up?
The call must have been from that girl, otherwise why would he have taken it outside?
You're jumping to conclusions again.
No, I'm not. What are we going to do about this, Adam?
We aren't going to do anything because it's not up to us. It's not like we're Charlie's parents.
You know me, Adam. Sooner or later, I'm going to burst out and say something.
Tell you what, how about I have a word with Charlie without letting on what we saw and see if I can suss out what's really going on. Hey, Charlie. How's it going?
Okay.
Big day, huh? What with all the canoeing and everything?
Yeah, I guess.
So, how's everything with Lauren?
Lauren?
Yeah, you guys getting on okay?
Yeah, fine.
That's good, because she's a really great girl.
She is.
She's one of a kind, really. Definitely. And she's so cute, too. Like, wow. Any guy would just be so lucky to have her as his girlfriend.
Are you telling me you have the hots for her?
For Lauren? Me? Not at all.
Are you sure? Because that's what it sounds like.
No way, man. I didn't mean it to sound like that.
What do you mean?
I was just trying to make conversation, that's all. Anyways, I gotta go. Brush my teeth.
So, how did the bloke-to-bloke talk go?
Not as well as I'd hoped.
All right, everyone. Who wants to go to the lake after breakfast for some more canoe practice?
Yep, I'll be in that.
Sure.
Me too.
Could we do it at lunch instead? I've got something on this morning.
Something on? Like what?
It's a doctor's appointment.
It's funny, you don't look sick to me.
Cassie.
I'm having some tests, okay, to make sure I'm over glandular fever. If that's okay with everyone.
Yeah, sure, mate, of course.
Yeah, no problem. We can do training at lunch.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay. See you later then.
What was that about? Nothing. Just got out of bed the wrong side this morning. Sorry.
Once you start doubting someone, it eats away at you little by little. Charlie was supposed to be our friend, but now we were having trouble believing him. About anything.
Doctor's appointment, yeah, right. Look at him. It's so obvious he's thinking about her.
He's probably just figuring out his strategy for the race.
Ready, set, go!
Come on, Charlie, paddle!
different story on race day.
Whatever.
What happened to you two? I don't know.
Sorry, I guess canoeing's not my thing.
Charlie, are you okay?
Yeah, sure.
It's just you seem distracted. Were the test results bad or something?
Tests? Oh, no, the doctor said I'm in perfect health.
What is it then? You seem like you're on another planet. What's wrong?
You mean apart from my awful canoeing?
Apart from that.
This isn't a good time to talk.
Hey guys, we're gonna go back to the house for a bite to eat. You coming?
Okay.
I can't.
Why not?
Well, I have to go to the post office to mail some things to my folks. I'll see you back there.
Hey, beach pool looks perfect. Anyone up for a swim?
Yeah, sure. Just let me get changed.
Yeah, we'll meet you down there, okay?
Okay.
Look, I can't keep pretending much longer.
Pretending what?
Cassie,
It's time we told them anyway.
Told us what?
listen, I just don't think it's a good idea.
Come on, Adam. Maybe they can help us work out what to do.
Yeah, okay.
We think Charlie is seeing another girl.
Another girl, as in a girlfriend girl.
What? That's nuts. Charlie's mad about Lauren.
Well, that's what we thought, but remember when we went on that bike ride the other day? Well, that was the beginning.
So we took them through it, like a pair of lawyers for the prosecution. Exhibit A, the first sighting at the nature park. Exhibit B,
Excuse me, sir.
that suspicious phone call.
Hey. No, it's fine. What's up?
Exhibits C and D, those flimsy excuses Charlie kept giving.
Could we do it at lunch instead? I've got something on this morning. I have to go to the post office to mail some things to my folks.
And exhibits E and F, his complete lack of interest in training. Then we rested our case and asked for the verdict.
I don't believe it.
Neither do I. Even if Charlie was seeing someone, he'd tell Lauren about it. He's not the kind of guy to sneak behind someone's back.
Well, then why is he covering something up? If there's nothing to hide, why is he hiding?
Have you said anything to Lauren yet?
No, Adam thinks we should wait till we're completely sure.
Yeah, I'm with him.
Me too. Besides, I don't think we should interfere. This is something that those two should handle.
But Lauren is our friend.
Yeah, so is Charlie.
Oh, speaking of Lauren, did she open these or did we?
Oh, I did.
Oh, they were from her family.
Yeah, I know, but I just wanted one, and then
And then we finished off the whole tin.
Oh, it's okay. I'll just borrow a new tin. She won't even know.
Good idea, I'll come with you.
Hey, Cassie, weren't we meant to meet Lauren down at the pool?
Oh, yeah.
Who would have thought it could possibly be so difficult to find a tin of chocolate macadamias?
Well, isn't there anywhere else we can try?
Not around here.
Wait, Adam, check out that cafe.
What? Oh, man. I wish I hadn't seen that.
Is that her?
Yeah, that's her, all right.
Okay, now I'm almost convinced.
Hey, listen. Whatever you do, don't mention this to Cassie.
Why not?
She'll go ballistic, and I don't particularly feel like being an accessory to murder. When you stop trusting someone, everything changes, even dinner. It's amazing how difficult it is to have a conversation when the one thing on your mind is the one thing you can't talk about.
Anyone feel like a chocolate? I haven't opened that tin yet.
I'm actually really full.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not really in the chocolate mood.
No, me neither.
Okay, I guess as always tomorrow.
So, who's up for a game of pool?
Yeah, okay.
I am.
Count me out. I'm gonna turn in.
Now?
Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
Night.
Whether we liked it or not, though, one thing was becoming more and more obvious. We couldn't sit on this for much longer. Something was going to have to give, and soon.
Charlie, where are you? We're all waiting. Call me when you get this. Look, you guys start training without us.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, let's go get your canoe so you're ready to go.
Thanks, that'd be great.
Okay, guys, we've got to do something because this is just getting ridiculous.
You think Charlie's having another secret rendezvous like yesterday?
Like yesterday?
Adam and Guy saw them in the cafe, didn't they tell you?
No. Thanks a lot, Adam.
Oh, don't look now, here he comes.
Sorry I'm so late. Something important came up. I just couldn't get away.
Something important, right? What was it this time?
Us family stuff.
Family. Don't your family live in Western Australia?
Yeah, they do. Do I really need to go into it, though?
No, I just wish you'd stop lying.
What?
Cassie, please.
No, I can't keep quiet about this any longer.
Keep quiet about what?
We all know what's going on, Charlie. Well, all of us except for Lauren.
What are you talking about?
We've seen you with her.
Her?
Yeah, your new best friend.
Sorry, mate. The game's up. We saw you with her at the nature park and then again yesterday at the cafe.
How could you do this? To Lauren?
Lauren? This has got nothing to do with Lauren.
You're sneaking around with some other girl and it's got nothing to do with Lauren.
Whoa, what? Oh, that's ridiculous. You know what? I really don't need this right now. Especially not from people I thought were my friends.
Charlie? Where's he going?
Lauren, I wish I didn't have to tell you this, but you have to find out sooner or later.
I made us some hot chocolates. Thank you. You don't have to fuss. I'm okay. Really.
You do seem to be taking this really well.
A lot better than I would, that's for sure. Now that I've had time to think about it, I've decided it's just not true.
Lauren, come on. We know you don't want to believe it, but...
I know Charlie. He'd never do anything like this. He just wouldn't. Anyway, I need to clear my head. Who wants to come for a surf?
Uh-oh. Do you want to go to another beach?
Don't be silly. Just let me talk to him alone.
Sure.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Cassie's told me heaps of stuff.
You don't believe any of it, do you?
Not really, but
But
I thought there weren't any secrets between us. I thought we could trust each other. What happened, Charlie?
look, give me half an hour, okay? I'll meet you back at the house and I'll explain everything. I promise.
He's brought her here?
Hi.
Lauren, there's someone I'd like you to meet. This is my sister, Ellie.
Hi.
Nice to meet you, Ellie.
Feels like I know you already. Charlie spent half the last 2 days talking about you.
You ever had a moment when you wished a rogue meteor would crash through the roof and take you out? Well, this was one of those moments.
And these are the others I was telling you about.
Hello. Hi.
I thought you were at boarding school in Melbourne.
Oh, I'm supposed to be. I've been taking a holiday so I could talk to Charlie.
Right.
Sorry if I've been monopolising him or anything. I really needed his help.
I would have told you earlier, but Ellie wanted me to keep it private until now. So, how about the three of us go get a coffee or something?
Sure, I'd love to.
Cool. All right, see you guys later.
See you later. Bye.
His sister.
Boy, did you get it wrong.
Can someone please shoot me now?
No, me first.
How am I ever going to make up for this?
Oh, I was thinking some grovelling. Bit more grovelling from you, some serious grovelling from you. Yeah, just a bit of grovelling.
So, I've been at this school for 6 months and I totally hate it.
I mean, plus she misses all her friends back in Perth.
But Mum and Dad have said I'm going there, so I don't know what to do.
Have you told them how you feel?
No way, they'd freak. They think it's like the best school on the planet.
I told her I'd talk to them about it, but she doesn't think that's a very good idea.
She's right. Just tell them the truth, straight out.
The truth? My life won't be worth living.
I bet they don't react anywhere near as badly as you think they will.
You obviously don't know Mum and Dad.
Hi, Charlie. We just wanted to wish you guys luck.
And to apologise again.
And again and again and again and again.
It's okay, I can see how it must have looked. Next time, though, just trust me, will you? Yeah. I mean, at least talk to me about it.
We feel so awful about it. If there's anything we can do.
Yeah, like waxing your board for a month.
Or giving you a foot massage day and night.
All right, yeah, okay, I can work with that.
Could all competitors please assemble at the starting line?
Come on, Charlie, that's us.
All right, I'll see you out there.
Good luck, mate.
Cool, see ya.
Ready, set. That's it, team. Come on, let's go. Come harder now. Come on. Come on, boys, nice and hard now. Put some sweat into it.
By the Solar Blue team in second and third positions.
Congratulations, mate.
Hey, thanks, man. Oi, hey, you and Cassie didn't slacken off, did you, so we could take our third?
Of course not.
You sure?
Guess you'll just have to trust us, won't you?
Okay, see ya. Hey, that was Ellie. She spoke to Mum and Dad, like you said.
And?
A compromise. She's given the school one more term, but if she still hates it, she can go back to Perth.
It's fantastic. Let's celebrate. I'll open those chocolates.
Adam.
It's okay. We found an identical tin in a boutique chocolate shop.
Like one?
I would love one.
Don't mind if I do.
Aren't you gonna have one?
I hate macadamias. I thought my parents would know that by now.
Here, Rich, do you want one? Take two.
Oh.
Thanks.
So how far should trust go between friends? If you ask me, as far as you can possibly stretch it. Even when all the evidence is stacked up against them. A friend is a friend. And in the end, that's pretty much all that matters.
Surfing is like any sport. In order to do well, you need to be confident. It's about believing in yourself. If you have that belief, it's amazing what you can achieve. But if you lose it, you're dead in the water.
After 8 months of Solar Blue, it was easy to see that all 6 of us had become much more confident than when we'd started. In the beginning, we'd all had a few good days and a lot of bad ones. Now, you could drop us into any swell on any break and we knew we could give a good account of ourselves. In lots of little ways, the 6 of us were barely recognisable as the gawky kids who stumbled in here all those months ago.
How long are you going to be, mate? I've got a whole pile of clothes to get through.
Don't rush me. I'll be finished when I'm finished, right?
Is that going to be this year or next?
Listen, mate, when you get your collars as crisp as mine, then you can talk. Until then, just enjoy watching a master at work.
Who'd believe that Adam and Guy, 2 of the sloppiest creatures in the universe, could turn into gold medal ironing buffs? And Charlie, who couldn't boil water when he got here, had now become one of the world's great kitchen hands.
This'll be the vegetable soup to end all vegetable soups.
Don't forget these.
Coming right up.
While Lauren, who'd always been a good cook, was now our super chef supreme. As for Bridget, she'd gone from the most inept pool player you've ever seen to someone who was now seriously hard to beat.
Okay, so playing pool, cooking, and ironing. Might be earth-shattering stuff, but they were all things people couldn't do 8 months ago, and now we're like second nature to everyone. If confidence comes as a result of doing the little things right, then these guys were brimming with it.
For me personally, the thing that had begun to pay off big time was something I never dreamed would be possible. School was something I'd never start at. As the year had gone by, though, I begun to surprise everyone, especially myself.
Overall, some excellent answers to this week's assignment. I was pleasantly surprised. Even by you, Guy, you actually managed to answer the question.
Well, relevance is my middle name, sir.
Oh, pity about the first one.
And your last.
Oh, settle it down.
Well done, Cassie. That's 3 A's in a row now. Good work.
Putting the rest of us to shame.
I don't know whether confidence breeds success or success breeds confidence. Either way, school was suddenly a lot more fun when they both kicked in. If I had to pick a single reason as for why my confidence had increased, then I didn't have to look any further than the 5 kids I lived with. Just being around them was enough to make anyone feel good. Knowing that they were also looking out for me was the icing on the cake.
All right, so do we go to Swordfish Bay or what?
Yes, count me in.
Me too. I'll be there.
Some pretty bad rips there.
Yeah, the rips are down the south end. If we stick to the north end, we should be fine.
Yes, but on the north end, that break gets really dodgy at low tide.
Oh, pipe down, negative Nancy.
Sorry, I'm just putting it out there, that's all.
Cool, so it's settled then?
Yeah.
Just try and stop us.
Hey, you're not really worried about this, eh?
No, I just think we got to play it smart, especially on that break.
Yeah, come on, we always play it smart.
I'll remind you of that when I have to pick you up off the South American coast after the rip carries you there.
Not a chance. Way too good. So, there it was. 8 months in and my life was on a roll. Confidence was high and the future looked rosy. But confidence is a tricky little beast. Just when you think you've got it all wrapped up, it can slip through your fingers quicker than a greasy spoon. The turning point for me came later that afternoon when we all went down to tackle the break at Swordfish Bay.
Looks dangerous over the rocks. Check out that left. That is mine.
No way. That left is so dodgy. Stick to the right. The left will leave you high and dry on the rocks in like a second.
That was my first mistake. I didn't listen. I'd vaguely heard what Adam had said, but I was so intent on picturing the ride I was going to get that it went in one ear and out the other.
Everyone ready?
Let's do it.
You gonna be all right?
Just try and hold me back.
What I call a wave.
Aren't you glad we came?
Top call, girls.
Did you see that wave Cassie caught?
No, wait, where is Cassie?
Just going for another wave over that rock ledge. You guys ready for another one?
Definitely.
There's no doubt about it. The sets here were really amazing and I couldn't wait for the next one. Which is when I made my next mistake.
What's Cassie doing over by the ledge? I thought we told her not to go off there.
They say that when you're in an accident, things happen in slow motion. Well, this felt really slow. Especially the bit where the rocks jumped up to kiss me hello.
Cassie!
She's hurt and lost her board.
She's got to get off those rocks.
She'll be shredded by the time Adam gets anywhere near her.
got, the worse things started to look. But I could see that if I didn't do something, I'd end up on the rocks again.
Cassie! Cass! Yeah. Get up. Here, hold on. Are you okay?
Yeah. I cut my foot pretty badly, though.
It was a pretty big hit, Beck. I don't know how bad, but we'll need some transport. They're bringing her in now.
Easy there. Come on, we got you.
What about you?
Yeah, I'll be cool. Just get Cassie in now.
Cassie, are you okay?
I'll live. Only just.
Quick.
Boy, when you guys go out on a social outing, you don't do it half-heartedly, do you?
We didn't exactly mean for anything to happen.
Why didn't you follow the drill? You know the rules when you go out in a new break. You stay together and you keep away from the rocks.
Yeah, well, that's how we planned it to be.
So what went wrong?
Cassie just misread the break. It happens.
Well, it's going to be an expensive misread, isn't it?
Why?
Well, that foot of hers isn't going to heal in a hurry. There's no way she's going to make that comp in 3 weeks.
What comp?
What comp? Do you guys not read the calendar? It's the South Coast Open. It's worth 3 points towards your end of year tally.
How's the foot? It's all right, thanks. Only 10 stitches. To be honest, it's a lot better than my pride.
Well, don't feel bad. Surfers cop injuries like these all the time. It's part of the sport, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just kicking myself for being so dumb. It was a stupid mistake that should never have happened. And I put all the others in danger. Especially Adam.
True. But you would have jumped in had it been one of them in trouble.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't one of them, it was me. You know, why do I have to be such a klutz?
You know, if it makes you feel any better, exactly the same thing happened to me when I was a student here.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You're not the first and you definitely won't be the last. So stop punishing yourself about it.
Hey, Beck. When will I be able to start training again?
Well, it is only a flesh wound, but the danger is that you could do more damage if you try to come back on it too quickly.
Meaning?
Meaning we wait for the stitches to come out. A couple of weeks at least.
So the next comp?
Forget about it. Sorry.
But what about all the points I'll miss?
It'll be tough to catch up, but you can do it.
The funny thing about confidence is that when you lose it, you don't notice it at first. It's like a leaky pipe. It just starts as a tiny trickle, drop by little drop. It didn't take long for the process to start either. Suddenly, I had plenty of time to watch Lauren and Bridget work out on their boards. I always knew they were good, but now I realised they were really good. The more I watched them, the more I knew how tough they'd be to compete against. For the first time this year, I started to feel seriously shaky about my chances.
That's it, guys. As fast as you can. Don't worry about hitting hard. The point is to keep the speed up. Good.
As I watched the others train, I could see how hard it was going to be to catch up to them again.
That's it, guys. Light and fast.
They were all so good and so on top of their game. At this level, you can't stand still and hope to be in the race. And I wasn't just standing still, I was actually going backwards. The worst thing of all, though, is that when you start losing faith in yourself, you take it out on everybody else. It's almost like you blame them for your own stuff-ups.
Hey there. Look, might like this.
Well, what is it?
A reference book for the history question we have to answer.
Look, I'm fine, I don't need it.
Have a look at chapter 4. It's got some really good stuff in it.
I'm fine. I can manage.
I know you can, just...
Adam, I have so much material I'm swimming in it anymore and I will drown.
Okay. Well, it's still here if you need it.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Not only had Adam taken huge risks to rescue me when I was in trouble, but now he was being really sweet and offering to help me with my homework. You know, and what was I doing in return? Acting like some ungrateful 3-year-old. Personally, I wouldn't blame Adam if he never spoke to me again.
The truth is, the more I felt my confidence slipping away, the harder I tried to assert myself. It was like I was desperate to prove that I was still at the same level as the others. And it wasn't a pretty sight.
Which way are you going, dropkick?
Don't worry, Cassie, we'll get them.
Look, I don't need you to do this. I'm not helpless.
No one said you were. Do you want us to take this to class for you?
No, I'm perfectly fine. You guys go on, I'll meet you there.
You sure?
Yes. I wouldn't have said so if I wasn't, would I?
Okay, we'll see you in there.
Last night I abused my boyfriend. Now I just bawled out my 2 best friends. What was going on with me?
Put your essays on the desk, please. I'll come and collect them. And open your textbooks to page 64. Quickly read the section on government.
Another nasty thing about confidence is that once you start losing it, everything gets caught in the wash. For the first time in months, I'd really struggled to cope with an assignment.
This doesn't feel like 1,500 words, Cassie.
I couldn't find anything else to say.
It's not like you to be short of an argument or two.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's the best I could do.
Okay, we'll see how it stacks up.
All right, guys, we better get out there before that swell dies off. Pick your feet up.
What's this?
It's your swimming stuff.
But I can't train. I can barely walk.
You're not going to have to walk.
Adam.
Come on, you can get changed in the shed.
But Beck and Gary...
Don't worry about Beck and Gary. I've discussed it with them and they approve.
Discussed what?
Your new training program. Now, come on, are you going to get changed or am I going to have to throw you in the water with your clothes still on?
You're really serious, aren't you?
You better believe it. I seem to remember doing this before. Any more piggybacks and I'm going to have to start charging you a fee.
Can you please tell me what this is all about?
I already told you, it's a new training program. There you go. Now that should keep your bandage dry.
You really think I'll be able to swim in this?
I know you can.
But what for? What's the point?
Here comes Beck, why don't you ask her?
Hey, how's it going? So, do you think it'll work?
Perfectly, she's ready for anything.
Can you please tell me what's going on here, Beck?
You're going swimming.
Okay, that much I can see.
So that you'll be ready for the comp in 2 weeks.
There is no way that I will be ready for the comp in 2 weeks. My foot won't handle the pressure.
Not that comp. This is something Adam's found.
What did you find?
It's a swimming marathon called the Avalon Big Beach Swim. You're our best swimmer, so I asked Beck if you could represent Solar Blue in it.
Why would I do that?
Because it'll be worth the points, that's why. The same number of points the others will get for going in the surf comp.
That way you don't fall behind us.
And the swimming training will be good for your foot's recovery.
Well, how far do I have to swim?
About 3 kilometres.
3 kilometres?
Which you can do provided you start training now.
That is a massive swim.
Well, you either sit around moping, feeling sorry for yourself, or you make up your mind to do something about it. I guess it depends on how serious a contender you expect to be at the end of the year. It's your choice, Cassie.
You can do this. You know you can.
Come on, Cassie, you have to do it. It's about time I got in shape again. Sorry? I'm gonna be your pacemaker. So while Gary trains the others, I'll do 2 sessions in the pool with you, before and after school.
You do that?
I'm game if you are.
Guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
No.
Okay, let's do it.
Up. Easy.
I was really angry with Adam and Beck for the way they'd railroaded me into this. But the more I swam, the better I felt. I couldn't believe how good it was just to be doing something.
Just a few more strokes and you'll be there. Bring it into the home straight, come on, and woo!
I had no idea how out of condition I was. That was great. I forgot what a rush it was to be back in here.
Give it a week and you'll really be powering. How's the sore foot?
Oh, what sort of foot? See, that's what we want to hear.
How you going, champ? No bad after effects?
Bit better. Few twinges. I'll get over it.
Cool, you're on your way then.
Adam,
Hmm?
can I tell you something? Confidentially?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
What's that?
You can tell me that anytime you like.
And also that I'm sorry for being such a misery guts. I've been horrible to everyone, especially you.
Don't worry about it. We're just stoked that the Cassie we know and love is on her way back.
But I have been really horrible, haven't I?
Yeah, pretty ugly.
Oh, okay, you don't need to agree so wholeheartedly about this.
Listen, it wasn't that long ago that you rescued me from the horrors over a few sharks. So I figured helping you get back in the pool was the least I could do in return.
Thanks, Adam.
Just do that swim for me. And you better do well. The honor of Solar Blue is at stake here.
Look, I'll just be happy to finish.
You'll do way better than that. Trust me. Good night.
After 2 weeks of training, the effect on my foot was amazing. It was almost back to normal. Even more than that, I started to believe I was genuinely in with a chance. Then I saw the people I was up against. These guys were really serious swimmers. How could I possibly compete against them?
Where's Cassie? I can't see her. There she is in the middle.
Cassie!
Hey, Cassie.
Cassie! Good luck!
Good
luck, Cass!
I don't know whether it was good to have the others turn up to watch me or not. I suddenly felt more nervous than I've ever felt in my whole life. What if I bombed? I'd never be able to look them in the eye again.
She looks a bit nervous.
Of course she is. Look at the competition.
It's not like she's a regular competitor. Oh, what's the matter with you guys? Show a little faith.
Then ready to go? It doesn't go too hard too quickly.
Don't worry, she'll pace herself.
Once I got into a rhythm, I forgot about my nerves. I also forgot about the other competitors too. Suddenly, it was exactly like surfing. Just me and the ocean.
Hey, Beck, how's she going? She caught up to the leaders yet?
It's too hard to tell. There are so many swimmers out there.
Gary, how long before they reach the buoy, do you reckon?
Maybe 15 minutes.
We should go out to the headland. We'll be able to see them turn from up there.
True, what are we waiting for?
Let's do it.
The one thing I hadn't thought about in all this was that this was the first time I'd been in the ocean since my accident. As the waves got bigger, my mind kept screening instant replays. Come on, Cassie, you're over that. Can't wimp out now.
Hey, they're making good time.
What about Cassie?
Can't actually see her. We're not going to see her to the finish line.
Reckon she'll keep up?
You wait, the second half of the race she'll really show her stuff.
Come on, Cassie!
Lauren, she can't hear you from up here.
Come on, Cassie!
Halfway. You've made it to halfway. It's downhill from here, right?
I don't know about you lot, but I'm going down that finish line.
Me too. I'm not missing out on that.
Come on!
Why do my arms feel like lead? Why won't my feet kick in time? Come on, body, just 10 minutes, please.
Oh, look, everyone's coming in now. Any sign of Cassie?
Hey, I wouldn't expect much. It'd be a major achievement just to finish this race.
Come on, Cassie, where are you?
Awesome. Fantastic. You knew you could do it. That was great work, Cassie.
Don't mind if I die. Correct. Okay, so I didn't win the swimming race. In fact, I didn't come second or third either. But I did place in the first 10, which, as it happened, was enough to get me the 3 points I needed to keep up with the others at Solar Blue. And of course, it was those very others who'd done so much to get me there anyway.
Hey guys, I've just got to make a quick detour. I'll catch you later.
Oh, well, don't be too long, otherwise I'm going to eat all your lunch.
Mr. Salmon.
Cassie, good morning.
Morning. That assignment I handed in a couple of weeks ago, the one that was short.
Yes, not the standard I've come to expect from you.
No, it was rubbish. I just wanted to give it to you properly this time.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cassie, it's too late. I've already marked them.
No, I'm not doing it for the mark. I just wanted to make up for doing something that was so second-rate.
Good. Well, I can't adjust the mark, but I will read it and let you know what I think.
Thanks, sir. I'd really appreciate that.
Okay.
They say a truly confident person is someone who's not afraid to admit their mistakes. If that's the case, my confidence must be well and truly back because, boy, have I made some mistakes lately. At the end of the day, though, I'm just glad to be back where I started. And next time we go out to surf a new break, I'll be really, really careful. That's today's promise anyway, and who knows? I might even be able to keep it. At least until tomorrow.
There's too much choice and not enough time. What's more? Aiming for your head, get down. You're the only one in
Distractions. All year so far, I think I've put every possible distraction out of my mind. I've been so focused, I should have been given a medal. I mean, look at my surfing. It's been 100% application all the way. In 9 months, I haven't missed a single session, not even when I've had a cold. It's been the same with training. Sure, I might have moaned and whinged a bit, but not once have I shirked a single exercise. Everything Gary's thrown at us, I've tackled full on. Schoolwork, housework, you name it. If it's worth points, I've gone after it. Even with Bridget, I agreed to keep things cool so we could both get on and concentrate on our end-of-year goals. So after 9 months of a near-perfect track record, you'd think I was pretty well across the line. And the truth is, I was. Hey! And then it happened.
Hello? Are you okay? Please say you're okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Thank goodness.
Definitely.
You want to get up?
No.
I think we better. We're blocking the stairs. Here.
Thanks. I'm Guy.
Natalie, pleased to meet you.
Natalie, that's a really nice name.
My friends call me Nat.
Nat, great name. I'm Guy. My friends call me Guy.
Yes, you told me.
Did I? Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, I better get my books. Don't want to be late for class.
Yep, sure. I'll help. Here you go, Nat.
See you then.
See ya.
What happened just then? Why is my heart pounding like this? How come my legs are like jelly? Guy, get a hold of yourself.
What's happening, man?
Huh?
We've got a maths test, remember?
Oh, yeah, of course, I remember. What's this? That, it's just a book.
The keys to French grammar.
Well, someone must have dropped it.
Yeah, it's mine.
What are you doing with the book on French?
Well, it's my new interest.
What? Since when?
Since I became interested in it. Come on, guys, we got a maths test, remember?
Did any part of that conversation make the slightest sense to you?
No, it didn't. No conversation with Guy makes any sense anymore.
True.
So what are you guys going to wear to this dance?
What dance?
What do you mean, what dance? The end of term dance at school.
When was that announced?
About 3 months ago. Don't you guys read the school newsletter?
Actually, not really.
I didn't know we had one.
You guys are seriously hopeless. How do you expect to know what's going on at school if you don't read the school newsletter?
See, some things aren't worth worrying about. That way you don't get distracted.
Yeah. Information overload is a serious 21st century problem, Bridget.
Oh, well, that's one you guys won't have to worry about then.
So when is this dance anyway?
Friday week.
Is anyone going?
We all are. It's compulsory.
What? Compulsory? They can't make a dance compulsory.
Well, they have.
Oh, that's outrageous.
What's the matter? Don't you want to come to the dance with us?
Well, yeah, but it's a bit over the top making it compulsory.
Well, they have to make it compulsory, otherwise half the people wouldn't turn up and it would be a flop.
Hey, does Guy know about this?
Judging by you two, I'd say probably not. Where is Guy anyway?
He's up in the room. I think he was studying.
Guy studying before dinner.
That's what it looked like.
All right, well, he probably doesn't know about the dance.
No one has answered my question yet. What are we going to wear?
It's just a dance. What's wrong with jeans and a t-shirt?
It's formal.
Formal?
Oh, aren't you guys lucky? You get to dress up and look all pretty.
Yeah, cool.
Bonjour, je suis Guy. J'adore votre visage. Votre.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, just doing a bit of research. I'm a bit behind.
I didn't know you were interested in French.
It's not mine, actually. I found it outside school and thought I'd better pick it up and take it in tomorrow.
That's very thoughtful of you. N. Pearson, 6 Beach Road. Well, at least there's a name on it.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll appreciate getting it back.
Oh, so you know who it is?
Pardon?
The owner. You said she'll appreciate it.
Did I? Oh, I meant he or she. Whoever. I mean, I don't know who owns this. I wouldn't know them if I fell over her. Or him.
Right.
Sorry, what did you want to see me about?
I just wanted to make sure that you knew about the school dance this Friday week.
Dance?
Yeah, it's compulsory.
Compulsory?
And it's formal.
Formal?
You're gonna have to stop repeating everything I say because people will start talking.
Oh, yeah, right. Sorry.
So, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you knew, seeing as none of the boys in this house seem to read the school newsletter.
Okay, thanks. Hey, who are you going to the dance with?
I'm going with Brett Morgan.
Brett Morgan? Right, I didn't think you liked him.
I don't necessarily like him, but he was nice enough to ask.
Okay, cool.
See you at dinner.
Sure. Fate was obviously on my side. A school dance. A compulsory school dance. I couldn't have asked for a more perfect opportunity.
Danse. On danse. Voulez-vous on danse avec moi?
Oh, hey, man. Where are you going? Dinner's just about ready.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll give it a miss for tonight, thanks.
You are missing dinner.
Oh, yeah, I'm just feeling a bit bloated for some reason. I'm not really hungry.
Okay, where are you going?
I just thought I'd go for a run.
With a backpack.
Yeah, just helps even out all the weight spread. Right, I've got to go. I'll see you later.
Was it just me, or was there something not quite right about that picture?
It isn't. And there wasn't.
I never believed in the idea of love at first sight. Thought it was just a slogan to sell more movie tickets. But now it's actually happened to me. Suddenly Natalie is all I can think about.
But on the whole, it was a shocking display. Well, that's right.
Guy said he wasn't hungry.
That's a first.
Well, I hope there's nothing wrong with him.
He seemed alright.
Beck, do you know if Matsusitu distribute formal wear? No, I think they just do leisure wear. Why?
Got the school dance next week and it's formal.
Ah, I see your problem.
I don't see any problem. There's heaps of hire stores in town, so why can't we just go to one of those?
We've already checked it out. I've seen better clothes on Scarecrows than I have in there.
Well, it can't be that bad.
It's all right for you boys. All you have to wear is a suit.
We've got the dress, the shoes, the bag, the whole catastrophe.
Beck, what did people do in your year?
We were lucky. Solar Blue did a deal with the manufacturer. And in return, we did a photo shoot for them. Oh, they're such a good idea.
Do you think that Matsushita could do something like that for us?
I'm sure I could ask.
Could you?
As I look down from my executive suite.
Right. Attende Natalie. Guy se arrive.
She said, come on, step forward, baby, into the light.
Natalie. Très belle, Natalie. C'est très belle. Les plumes de main, ton essieu, les bureaux, mon oncle.
Hi.
Enchanté, Natalie.
It's Guy, right?
Oui, c'est m'appelle.
I'm sorry?
J'ai votre livre.
Oh, the textbook. Thank you so much. I wondered where it got to.
No problem. We share un interest mutuel.
You speak French.
Oh, I dabble. Enough to get around, I suppose.
Such a great language.
It's the best! You know what? If I had a second life, I would definitely come back as a Frenchman.
My brother's going to be so pleased to get this back.
What?
This is my brother's book.
Your brother?
Nathan, he's in year 9. He's so into it you wouldn't believe.
So you don't speak French?
I'm hopeless with languages. Maths and science is more my thing.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Actually, now that you mention it, that's my area too.
Yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah. Give me a test tube and a Bunsen burner. I'm like a pig in manure.
Cool. Maybe I'll see you around the science block sometime.
Yeah, oh, it's like my second home. I'm surprised we haven't bumped into each other there already.
Natalie! Coming! I better go. Mum's got dinner ready.
Cool, you go.
Thanks for bringing the book back.
My pleasure.
Bye.
See ya. Well, I didn't get around to asking her to the dance, but there's no doubt about it. We have really hit it off.
Hey, Beck, did you get on to Angus?
Yep. What did he say?
Well, he wasn't completely averse to the idea.
But
he said Matsushita will want something in return.
Like what?
Well, he couldn't say exactly, just said if he was going to ask the company for money, then he's got to justify it. Which means you need to come up with a plan that can help him do that.
It's tough, isn't it?
Hey, wait a minute. You remember when Mr. Yamato was here?
Oh, when we had that whole fiasco with the company's surfboards?
Yeah. The one thing he asked is that we keep winning, right?
Yeah, which is all well and good, but in order to win, you have to have comps to enter. And there's no comps around here for like another month.
Oh. It was worth a thought.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait. Cassie, you might be onto something there.
What are you thinking?
Adam's right. There's no comps around here, but as much as we'd like to think we're the centre of the universe, there are comps in other places.
Yeah, like in Bali and Brazil.
Or Cape Whelan, this Sunday. And there's still time to enter.
Are we sure that a small regional comp will do the trick?
If we win, it just might.
Well, I'll call Angus back now and see what he says. Hey, Guy.
Hey.
How's your arm, man?
Oh, it's fine, thanks.
Dinner?
No thanks. I've just got some study to catch up on.
More study?
Yeah, bit of science, actually. Well, I better get cracking. Night, guys.
I don't know what it is, but there is definitely something up with that boy.
Hey, Guy.
Hey, Natalie.
I've been looking for you.
What a coincidence. I've been looking for you too.
So you've heard then?
Heard what?
About our information drive.
Sort of. Maybe you could fill me in on the details?
What do you think of this?
Save our wetlands. It's very nice. Good use of black and white.
It's the best we could do for the money, unfortunately. But at least it tells people what's going on.
And what's going on, precisely?
The Blue Water Lagoon is silting up and seriously endangering the fish and the bird habitats.
Really?
And we've got to get the council to do something.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
They've been neglecting it for too long.
Oh, it's outrageous. Thank goodness some people have the courage to finally take a stand.
I knew you'd be supportive.
You did?
I just sensed that you were the sort of person who had a passion for doing the right thing.
Well, I have to admit, that's the kind of guy I am.
So you'll help us?
Sure. Yeah. How, exactly?
we're handing these out in the shopping centre on Saturday, and we need as many volunteers as we can get. Please say you'll help. We'd be so grateful.
Sure. I'm with you 100%.
I knew I could count on you. There's a meeting in Classroom C tomorrow lunchtime, and we'll go over our plans then.
Great, I'll be there.
Thanks, Guy.
Anytime, Nat.
Isn't it amazing? It's like we have this instant rapport between us. I can't believe we've clicked so easily.
Oh, you better hurry up. We're about to miss training.
Yeah, I won't be long. Beck and Gary around?
In the office.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Okay, come on, out with it. What are you thinking? If I didn't know Guy better, I'd say he was in love. What? This is Guy we're talking about. You're right. Stupid thought.
I mean, normally I'd never ask for time off training, but I really believe this is a worthwhile cause.
I had no idea you were so interested in environmental issues, Guy.
Well, I guess I've just got a passion for doing the right thing.
Which is highly commendable. But what about doing the right thing by your mates in the house here?
What do you mean?
Well, this Saturday is going to be pretty important to fine-tune things for Sunday's comp.
What comp?
No one told you?
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
So Beck and Gary actually agree that you could do it?
Yeah.
So you still think you'll be sharp enough to compete on Sunday?
Absolutely. I'll be out there all guns blazing, I promise.
What are these pamphlets all about, anyway?
The lagoon's silting up. All sorts of habitats are under threat.
Really, man? Since when have you been interested in this sort of thing?
I just believe in doing the right thing. Is that so wrong?
No, it's just a shame it has to be this Saturday, that's all.
I told you, it won't affect my performance on Sunday. You can count on it.
I never picked Guy to be a wildlife activist. That's because he isn't. Then what? Well, I wasn't sure about it before, but now I am. He's definitely in love.
Do you think we should go down after training, give Guy some moral support?
Bridget thinks Guy has all the moral support he needs.
Really? Who from?
I'm not sure, but whoever it is, it sure made an impact for him to give up an entire Saturday.
Come on, you three, keep it sharp.
Here you go, sir. Save our wetlands. Thanks very much. Here you go, madam. Here you go, madam. Please take a few minutes to read. That's important. Thank you. Here you go, sir.
Getting involved in all this didn't turn out to be as bad as I thought it would be. But of course I'd be lying if I didn't admit that the day's real highlights were when I got to see Natalie.
Guy,
Hey, Natalie.
how's it going?
Great. People seem really interested.
Fantastic. Listen, the local paper sent a photographer along to get some coverage of what we're doing. Do you mind?
No, anything you need, just say the word. Save our wetlands.
Fabulous. You're a natural guy.
Well, as long as you're happy, Nat. If you're happy, then I'm happy.
I presume we set a place for Guy?
Yeah, they must have finished handing out pamphlets by now.
Hey, Beck, do you know if Guy's going to be here for dinner?
Yeah, he just called. He said he'll take care of himself.
He does know we have to leave at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning.
I did mention it. Don't worry, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Overall, I'd have to say the day's been a huge success, especially on the Natalie front. And now it's the perfect time to sit down with her, have a coffee, and ask her to the dance.
Guy, thank goodness you haven't gone yet.
No way. I was thinking we might have a coffee together to celebrate a great day's work.
We can't.
Why not?
Someone opened the spare boxes of pamphlets and didn't close the lids.
Yeah?
They've blown everywhere. All over the streets, into the bushes, people's yards. It's a disaster.
That's all right. I'm sure they'll get picked up eventually.
No, we have to do it. What sort of environmentalists are we if our pamphlets are half the suburb?
That could take hours.
I'm so sorry, Guy, but unless we do it, our whole campaign will be discredited. Everything will have been for nothing.
Right. Well, I guess we better get started then.
Who is it?
Hey man, it's me, Guy. I'm so sorry to wake you.
Guy. It's midnight. What are you doing? Why aren't you here?
Look, it's a long story. I've forgotten my keys and I'm locked out. Can you let me in, please?
We have to leave for the comp in 4 hours, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry, mate. turned out we'd made it to the comp that day with time to spare. And as you'd expect, the three girls stepped up to the plate and hit one home run after another.
Nice work, guys.
Needless to say, Charlie and Adam creamed it as well. They were so light on their feet they almost flew.
Hey, that's great!
Then there was me. The others had put on such a great show that all I needed was to pick up 5 points and the trophy was ours.
Come on, guys, get going!
Here it is. Not a bad looking award, really.
Yeah, one of the better second place trophies going around.
I'm really sorry, guys.
All right, we should get going. We've got a big drive ahead of us.
To say this was not my finest hour is not even close. I'd stuffed up big time, and there was nothing I could do about it. If I had any hopes that things would be better the next morning, it was soon pretty obvious I could forget them. Not that I could blame anyone else but myself for that.
So, how does it feel to be a media star, Guy?
Sorry?
Got your mug in the local paper. It's a positive article. Good to see the weekend wasn't a complete write-off.
Who's the girl?
Oh, she was just one of the organisers.
She's pretty.
I suppose, yeah, I hadn't noticed really.
Why the glum faces, everyone? The world hasn't exactly ended yet.
No, but it's pretty dreary, though.
Well, I just got off the phone from Angus and he's agreed to come up with some funding for you.
What?
He didn't mind that we only got second place in the comp yesterday?
Well, I may not have mentioned that.
How did you manage to persuade him?
He saw the article about Guy online this morning.
How did that affect things?
Well, they're very eager to be seen as a company that supports the environment. So, wearing your solar blue shirt, Guy, was a stroke of luck because that's exactly the kind of PR they're looking for.
So we will have proper clothes for the dance after all.
Guy, you dropped us in a hole and now you've hauled us out. How do you do that?
I have no idea, man, but when I find out, you'll be the first to know.
What a turnaround. All I could imagine was that someone up in heaven must like me after all. Now all I had to do was to get someone on Earth to come to the dance with me. And with my luck running hot, now was the time to make my move.
Hi, Natalie.
Guy, I'm glad you came over.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wanted to thank you again for all the great work you did on Saturday. Did you see the newspaper article?
I did, yeah. It turned out really well.
Brilliant.
So, I guess you can afford to relax a little bit now?
I think we all can.
I suppose you're looking forward to the school dance this Friday.
It'll be great fun. What about you?
Yeah, actually, that's why I wanted to come and see you. Did you want to answer that?
It's just Roger. I'll call him back.
Who's Roger?
My boyfriend.
Boyfriend?
Maybe you know him. He's into maths and science too. I'd love you to meet him. You two would get on so well.
Yeah.
So, what were you saying about the school dance?
Nothing important. Actually, I'd better go. People to see, places to go. I'll see you later then.
Nice to see you.
Yeah. Bye. Nat? Would you believe that? The first girl I was ever really mad about, and she ends up having a boyfriend. I suppose it was my own stupid fault for not asking earlier. I don't know. If this is what romance is normally like, then it's all too hard.
You right, mate? We're ready to take the photos.
Coming.
Mate, look, there's just one thing I've been meaning to mention.
What's that?
Well, everything's turned out okay in the end, but now you see what happens when you don't focus.
Yeah?
All I'm saying is that we're at the business end of the year now, okay? So you can't let any more distractions, however worthwhile, get in the way of the main game.
Rest assured, Gary, there'll be no more distractions. I promise.
Good stuff. Let's take some photos.
Boys, come in behind them.
Alrighty.
That's it.
You can be my Brandon. We'll swing all night neath the pink straw.
Big smile, big smile.
Alrighty, we better get going. Your big night awaits.
As it happened, Bridget's date came down with the flu, so she and I ended up going to the dance together.
Cheer up, you'll get over her.
How did you?
You're a very open book sometimes.
Oh, I didn't think I was that obvious.
Oh. You see that out there? That is a big, wide ocean full of millions of fish.
Well done, Bridget. What's your point?
Well, this one may have got away, but there are plenty more nice ones swimming your way.
There's only one problem with that equation.
What's that?
He wants to dance with a little fishy.
No, come on.